Good morning. I am the University Marshal and Professor of Geosciences, Scott Wilkerson. Would everyone please be seated while members of DePauw's Native American and Indigenous Peoples Association come to the stage for their presentation.
Hi, I'm Hannah. This is Eric, Holly, and Olivia. We're all members of the Native American and Indigenous Peoples Association here at DePauw, and I'll be presenting the town of Greencastle's land acknowledgement. At about 10,000 BC, Indiana was once the home of Paleo Indians. Later, the people of the woodland culture in 1000 BC were followed by the Mississippian culture of 900 AD. Prior to settlement, the Miami, Shawnee, Pankashaw, Wea, Potawatomi, Delaware, Kickapoo, and other indigenous peoples inhabited the area. As of today, the Miami Nation of Indiana maintains a presence in neighboring Park County. Today we acknowledge that our community is located on the traditional, ancestral, and contemporary lands of indigenous people.
Thank you, members of the DePauw Native American and Indigenous Peoples Association, for your presentation this morning. Would everyone now please stand for the invocation? Spirit of life, we recognize that none of us is today who we thought we'd be just a few short years ago. We have been awakened by fresh learning, moved by new possibilities, shaped by surprising relationships, and inspired by a vision of a just and peaceful world. Even so, we acknowledge that you are not finished with us yet, and a new beginning is calling us forth. And so we offer this day in gratitude for what has been and in hope for what will be. Amen. Please remain standing while Catherine A. Dobbs leads us in singing America the Beautiful.
Thank you so much for that beautiful rendition of America the Beautiful, and please be seated, everyone. Thank you also, Reverend Langdock, for your always inspiring invocation. Good morning, DePauw family. And what a glorious morning this is. Graduates, you all are looking fabulous. I love your cords and the decorations on your hats and your shawls. It is wonderful to see you this morning. On behalf of the Chair of the Board of Trustees, the full membership of the Board of Trustees, and the university's faculty, let me welcome you to these, the 183rd Commencement exercises of DePauw University. Welcome to our honored guests, our commencement speaker, and our honorary degree recipients. And thank you all for gathering with us for this most important occasion. And of course, welcome to you, the DePauw class of 2022. Thank you, class, for welcoming me so warmly to DePauw. And I am so very honored to preside over your commencement ceremonies today and to affix my signature on your diploma. Your time at DePauw is certainly not how you imagined it would be when you first walked through the arch in the fall of 2018. Yet, in the midst of it all, you have persevered. You have made deep friendships, engaged passionately in your studies, competed in the athletic arena, led a myriad of student organizations, and you, the class of 2022, have indeed left your mark here as others have before you. So weep not for roads untraveled, as there is a time to weep, a time to laugh, a time to mourn, and a time to dance. And today is about laughter, and today is about dancing, both of which I hope will be in abundance during today's ceremony, though I am sure there will also be many tears of joy. So I'm all gussied up in my gold robe, and I have my gold shoes on, and ready for our celebration to commence. I'm joined on the platform today by several others whom I'd like to recognize now. They would stand as I call their name. Dr. Dave Burke, Vice President for Academic Affairs and Professor of Computer Science. Dr. Scott Wilkerson, who you met earlier, Professor of Geosciences and Faculty Marshal. Dr. Kay Hoke, Interim Dean of the School of Music, who will be retiring at the end of this academic year. Thank you, Kay, for your service to DePauw. Kathy Patterson-Vrabeck, and DePauw's current chair of the Board of Trustees and a member of the class of '85. Joseph Ross, class of '84, who is the president of the DePauw Alumni Association Board of Directors. Dr. Bridget Gurley, professor of chemistry and biochemistry and dean of the faculty. Dr. Tanya Branham, dean of academic services and our university registrar. In addition to these colleagues, we are also joined on stage by other members of the university cabinet. Vice President for Development and Alumni Engagement, Ann Cunningham. Vice President for Student Academic Life and Dean of Students, Alan Hill, who is also retiring at the end of this academic year. Alan, thank you for your many years of service to DePauw. And Chief of Staff, Sarah Steinkamp. And sitting off stage in the front row is my husband and DePauw's first gentleman, Anthony Tillman. My colleagues, please be seated. I would also like to recognize those members of our faculty who are here. If you all could please stand, and could we give our faculty a round of applause? Thank you, faculty. Please stand. Our faculty represent the heart and soul of DePauw. Thank you, faculty, for all you have contributed to each one of our graduates, such that we find ourselves here today celebrating their commencement from DePauw. I now have the honor of introducing our Walker Cup recipient. The Walker Cup is awarded to the member of the graduating class who has been determined to have contributed the most to the university during their full 4 years of enrollment. The recipient is chosen by nomination and recommendation of the student affairs staff, the members of the senior class, and the chairs of the university's academic departments. I would now like to introduce this year's Walker Cup recipient, Christina A. Barantes, who will, yes. Christina will bring greetings on behalf of the graduating class. Christina?
Thank you, Dr. White. President White, honorary degree recipients, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, family and friends, and fellow graduates of the class of 2022, good morning. What an honor it is to stand before you and represent the talented, diverse, and incredible group that makes up this class of 2022. I am humbled and blessed to have been selected by you, my fellow graduates, to offer words that are inspiring and helpful from my years here at DePauw University. I can honestly say that these past 4 years have permitted me to grow and flourish alongside many of you. I have become a better person because of all of you. We have heard of the African proverb, it takes a village to raise a child, but what does this quote really mean to us? We are constantly reminded of our upbringing and backgrounds that have shaped and molded us into who we are today. This is my individual story, and all of you have a distinct story that is yours to own. Our past catapults us to where we are today. Whether it was a positive or a negative experience, it is ours to own. For me, as a child of a Greek immigrant family, I have appreciated my roots and the foundation given to me as a community that supports and talents me. I am proud of who I am and the village that I came from, and now, standing here this morning, proud of this village, DePauw University, that continually reinforced my dreams and aspirations. The class of 2022 comes from 34 states and 16 countries, but we all found ourselves in Greencastle, Indiana at DePauw University. That is an accomplishment in itself. Me, a woman from Wilmington, Delaware in the Midwest, I would have never imagined myself at DePauw, but thank you to my sister Karina, the class of 2019, for paving the way and showing me the community that brought her so much joy. I wanted to follow and be a part of that same community, feel that same happiness, and thrive in that same place. As I recognize my village that helped me to be here today, it is integral to acknowledge the village it took for you to be here as well. We have traveled this journey all together, whether it be faculty, staff, administrators, or fellow students. We have been encouraged and supported and have found a strong community at DePauw University these past 4 years. We, the class of 2022, have experienced many different emotions during our years at DePauw. As first years, we began to build our Tiger community by sitting in convocation, attending classes, cheering at Monon, and experiencing our first Little Five. During our sophomore year, we struggled through a global pandemic that attempted to separate and break our community. We found ways to maintain our community through innovation and perseverance as juniors and to meet online. And eventually, as seniors, we returned and gathered at the place that initiated this sense of community. Unfortunately, we mourned the loss of a fellow classmate that challenged our community, but we bonded together in support of his family and friends. We also found joy in gaining a new president, Dr. Lori White, whose enthusiasm, energy, style, and high heels have inspired and rejuvenated not only the university community, but all of us individually. Lastly, thank you to the Blend for finally reopening a month before graduation to bring back the community we all know by standing in line in the Lilly lobby. DePauw has provided us with countless opportunities, privileges, and experiences that will remain indelible in our minds and memories. The community we have all individually and collectively built through music, academics, athletics, art, Greek life, organizations, and even living communities will continue with all of us even after we cross this stage today. I, myself, have witnessed the communities that have formed from attending performances, athletic events, presentations, and supporting programs, lectures, and exhibitions. From my own experience, I have also benefited from others like you promoting my personal endeavors. At this 183rd Commencement Ceremony here at DePauw University, we have built on this tremendous community and look forward to many future years of building what we have received as a legacy to the upcoming prospective classes that will grace these grounds and further enhance the gold within. To the class of 2022, I charge all of you to continue to improve and better yourselves each and every day, and remember what you have accomplished and learned at DePauw University. You came from a community that you defined as family and your circle. You now are sitting here as a community that you established and created as a member of this graduating class. Now is the time to be strengthened by your past and present and forge forward to a community that you will create, build, shape, and form wherever you go. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina, for those inspiring remarks and your charge to your classmates. I now have the pleasure of introducing our commencement speaker, John Fort. John is originally from Washington, D.C., and earned his degree from DePauw with a major in English in 1998. Those who were back on campus back in the late 90s when John Fort was a reporter for the DePauw, our student newspaper, and also the editor-in-chief, may recall that John was, well, a bit of a rabble-rouser. That was because he was determined to ask critical questions and write informative stories about what was happening on campus, including situations that some may have preferred remain unpublicized. Actually, John was the kind of student that I love, a student who was and is, as an alumnus, passionate about making sure that DePauw is the best version of itself. John's experiences at the DePauw informed his journalism career for more than 20 years, and we are all the better for it. During his first professional job, reporting from the Lexington, Kentucky Herald-Ledger, John began to develop his expertise in technology and built upon that expertise, becoming technology correspondent for CNBC, covering companies, startups, and trends that are driving innovation, and co-anchoring CNBC's bi-coastal tech-focused program, Tech Check. He's been a fixture on CNBC for more than 10 years, informing us and making us think about the most salient issues of our times. He created, hosts, and is executive producer of Fort Knox, and created a multi-part online course called The Black Experience in America in response to the death of George Floyd. Good, accurate, factual, truth-seeking journalism is now more important than ever, and we should all be proud that someone with John's integrity has dedicated his life to these values. Please join me in welcoming alumnus John Fort, a member of the class of 1998, as our 2022 commencement speaker. John.
President White, Chair of Raybeck, distinguished guests, faculty, the heart of this cherished institution, family and friends of the assembled graduates, and DePauw's class of 2022. I bring you greetings from DePauw's great class of 1998. I don't know, but I bet we're the only class ever to score 3 commencement speakers in a single decade. My friend Elisa Villanueva-Beard, CEO of Teach for America in 2013. My friend Hollywood actor Drew Powell in 2019. Now you're scraping the bottom of the barrel with me, Dr. White. But on behalf of 98, thanks for the hat trick. I also want to thank my wonderful wife, Gina, and our 2 boys, Nathan and Benjamin, for coming out to Greencastle with me again. The boys are excited to get another taste of what DePauw is about, and maybe a GCB, because that's part of it. It's an important part. I especially appreciate being back at DePauw in person, at a place where I spent 4 transformative years a quarter century ago. Here, on a morning in May, I sat, relieved to have finished my course of study, and frankly sad to be leaving the only place outside of my parents' house that had ever become my home. I was sad because I'd missed the work. In a red box in my closet today, I still have my essay on Ephesians 6 from Leslie James's New Testament class, freshman year. And I have almost every paper from Andrea Sununu's British Writers 2 and English Renaissance classes, with her tiny, meticulous, pencil-written critiques and suggestions filling the margins and the back pages. I'd miss the PCCM offices of the DePauw, Indiana's oldest and coolest college newspaper, where I spent many late nights and too many early mornings. I'd miss the stairwells of Humbert and Longden, where I'd break out my guitar and sing a few songs, meet a few girls, and guys, meet a few people. But most of all, I would miss my community. It was storming that day in May, so our ceremony was forced inside. It felt chaotic, hard to find my friends. I feared we'd drift apart, miss each other forever. You might have similar concerns, given what you've been through. Class of 2022, you have had a unique and fractured journey at DePauw. You were from this campus untimely ripped 2 years ago. Since then, many of you have suffered losses of loved ones, of expectations, of time, that make this day bittersweet. As you peer now into the horizon with surging inflation and a suddenly less certain economy, you have our support and our confidence. You persevered through 4 hard years and triumphed, and you will do it again. I'm here today because DePauw has stayed with me. One concrete example, my good friend Neil Allen, known in our time at DePauw for his kind heart, salty tongue, bushy beard, and love of pickles, is now chair of the political science department at Wichita State University. I had the honor of standing in his wedding. He stood in mine, and he's with us today. Thank you, Neil. My point is that you are leaving DePauw today, but the best of DePauw does not have to leave you. Like the liberal arts education you received here, there's part of DePauw you can take with you as a living thing. Its value has become clearer to me with time, so if you'll indulge me, I want to share 3 treasures this morning, 3 ideas DePauw planted in me in my time here that have blossomed into uncommon gifts in my journey so far. 3 themes that have emerged again and again, even in this latest phase of my career as a business journalist. My challenge to you today, class of 2022, is to build on love, truth, and impact. As you leave Greencastle, bring the best of DePauw with you. Let's start with love. I had lunch in Manhattan a few days ago with the co-founder and CEO of DoorDash, Tony Xu. Even after the recent stock market swoon, his company is worth a cool $23 billion. Not bad. He had the rigatoni, I had the chicken sandwich. We started talking about the new realities of work, not for the drivers who are mainly looking for a few hours part-time to make extra cash, but for the corporate staff and engineers who are building the underlying technology. Tony told me that over the past couple years, especially during the pandemic, he's seen a new trend developing in the employee mindset. A lot of them don't want to love the work. Some young people intend to stay at a job for only a year or 2 before trying to leave for a better offer. They're not just open to leaving for something better, they're planning on it. Class of 2022, don't do this. Don't give in to a corrosive culture of the moment that preaches that everything is a commodity, fungible, a data point to be traded or leveraged for advantage. I know you didn't create or ask for this. We can blame Gen X and millennials for that. But you're used to a world where cookies stalk you across smartphone apps and web pages, reducing you to a target for ads. Dating apps see you as a digital asset to be swiped left or right. Political movements tailor incendiary rhetoric and lob it through the windows of your consciousness, using social feeds to incite you to do something, vote some way, hate someone. I get it. The response that makes sense is to say, you're going to treat me like a commodity? Fine. I can do that too. I can see why you might be tempted to treat every relationship, job, social position like a poker hand. But here's an alternative. You'll hear people tell you to do what you love, find a job you love, and you'll never have to work a day in your life. I'm going to add something to that. Sure, do what you love, but also give yourself to people you love, communities you love, coworkers you love, the country you love. You can't do this if you're constantly trying to trade up for your own advantage. I learned a good deal about love for community here at DePauw. I didn't always think I'd love this place. When I first got to Greencastle, black kid from the East Coast, Washington, D.C., I quickly got into social trouble, breaking unspoken rules. I didn't do Rush and Pledge of Fraternity like the majority of freshmen were supposed to, and I didn't hang out at the AAAS, Association of African American Students, house as often as black freshmen were supposed to. Making matters worse, I was a muckraking student journalist antagonizing just about every campus faction in the pages of the newspaper. During Black History Month, I assigned a story about how Black and Latinx students on campus weren't collaborating like they could for progress on social issues. I got chewed out in a public forum for printing that in February. And when it came to the Greek system, I broke 2 stories about, we'll call them unsanctioned pledge activities, that nearly got powerful houses kicked off campus. I was a pain in the... I was. But, however, over time, DePauw taught me an important lesson about loving a community. Here I learned that to love a place deeply, you don't have to agree with everyone in it and everything about it. The fact that we have serious differences doesn't mean we have to avoid each other or rip each other apart. Today, in this country, we need that from your generation, from you, especially when you don't agree with everyone. Operate on principles, live in hope, work to build the communities, the country you love. Love, truth, and impact. Next, truth. For a journalist, this one is key. I was 24 years old when Steve Jobs first sent me a personal email. It was a Saturday morning, spring of 2001, 21 years ago, almost to the day. And the Silicon Valley legend had taken the time to send me a note. I remember clicking it open on my laptop in my apartment in San Jose, California. The subject line, "You made a big mistake." On a weekend, so you know it was serious. And I'm sorry to say, Steve was right. Here's how I screwed up. Apple was about to open its first retail stores, and I was the beat reporter for Apple's hometown paper, the San Jose Mercury News. So I went sleuthing. I found out which mall in Virginia would contain one of the first stores, and I called up the corporate office to find out how much retail space cost. They gave me the price per square foot. I wrote a story. What I didn't know as a cub reporter was that unlike residential lease prices, which are quoted monthly, commercial leases are quoted yearly. So when I estimated what Apple would have to pay for the space, my number was 12 times too high. I learned this in a Saturday morning email from Steve Jobs. Of course, I apologized repeatedly, ran a correction in the paper, and Steve was cool about it when I saw him a few days later at the store opening, but that was an important moment because truth matters. Class of 2022, pursuing truth matters, especially when the truth is uncomfortable. Okay, you might be thinking, isn't this a cable news guy talking about truth? Which version of the truth does he mean exactly? Because it looks different on different channels. That's fair. Here's first what I don't mean by truth. I don't mean the official press release and talking points issued by the people in power. That's not truth. I don't mean the consensus perspective of the most watched news channels. That's not truth. I don't mean the entertaining monologue of the evening cable news pundit or comedian whose opinions most match our own. Pursuing truth can't mean being right every time. I'm certainly not right every time, as Steve Jobs could have told you. but it does mean acting in good faith, to elevate information that the people around you need to make good decisions. That's essential, whether your next step is graduate school, the workplace, or something else. I have a weekly segment I created on CNBC called On the Other Hand, and I argue one side of a contentious business issue for a minute, and then I say, on the other hand, and argue the complete opposite just as passionately. And what I enjoy most about On the Other Hand is what it teaches me as I'm researching and writing it. Every week I start out pretty sure I know what I think about a given issue, and every week by the time I'm finished writing, I'm less sure. Sometimes I've changed my mind completely because I'm trying to have an honest debate with myself in search of truth. For me, that's a continuation of the liberal arts tradition. It's a continuation of what I love about DePauw. I left here changed from how I arrived, not because I learned the basics of a vocation, though I did. At DePauw, I learned to more effectively pursue truth. Truth about myself, about my community, even when embracing truth means admitting that I was weak, that I was wrong. Love, truth, impact. Finally, impact. Last year, I met a woman named Hartika Shah. She was born in India, graduated from Knox College, a liberal arts school a little less than 4 hours from here. Actually, let's hear it for international students. In fact, graduates, if you came here to DePauw from another country, stand up for just a moment so we can celebrate you. It's my hope you will always feel at home here, especially if you choose to make your home here. Thank you. Hartika Shah ended up in management consulting, based out of Silicon Valley, working for what's Accenture today. She traveled the world helping global tech companies better calibrate their businesses. She was good at it, but I didn't meet her because of her management consulting work. I met Hartika because today she's based in Bengaluru, India, where she started a company called Canara Capital. Her mission is to provide small business loans without collateral to local entrepreneurs. Because in India, no matter how much potential or momentum your small business has, how good your cash flow is, it's really tough to get a loan from a traditional bank without putting your house up as collateral. And most people don't own a house. So too many entrepreneurs end up having to take out the equivalent of payday loans. Canara helps these businesses digitize their bookkeeping and uses that data to help promising ventures grow. I like to interview diverse founders and CEOs of companies of all sizes and stages. It's part of my personal mission. So I wanted to understand how Hartika's business works and her impact, and why. Why is she making risky bets on mom and pops in India when she had made it in Silicon Valley, advising the titans of industry? It turns out Hartika wasn't the first one in her family to make a risky bet. Her father is blind, and her mother decided to marry him even though her family disowned her for it. Hartika's father became a political science professor in India, working around his disability. Hartika has childhood memories of reading his students' tests to him so that he could tell her what grades they deserved, going with him to the American library and reading books to him so that he could use the material to write papers. At the American library, there in India, Hartika also discovered the Barron's Guide to Colleges, and she decided she had to go to one of those liberal arts schools in America. And frankly, that was insanity. This was the 1980s. Sending daughters to college at all was pretty new where she was from. Sending a daughter to an expensive college in America? Well, they couldn't afford it. So what did Hartika's parents do? They sold their house and sent her anyway. The same parents who made a risky bet to get married and be together in the first place made another risky bet on their daughter, selling their most valuable asset to send her to a little Midwestern liberal arts school in America. Decades later for Hartika, moving her parents after succeeding in school and making it in corporate America, she moved them to the US for better opportunity. After that, her mission became clear. She decided she would make and impact by returning to India as a technology and management expert and betting on dreamers who the system undervalues. Now, what I love about Hartika's story, what it stirs in me, is this. The best thing we can do, the best thing, is to use whatever we have to help other people. And you didn't get here. We didn't get to this moment alone. The very people and communities we love, the truths they've taught us as we've pursued knowledge, when we're at our best, that's what drives our impact. And that, more than the money, more than the degrees, the success, is what we're really after. Impact, love, truth. So here we are, class of 2022, on the threshold of your next adventure. The good news is you joined the ranks of alumni today, where DePauw will never ask for money from your parents again. They just voted me onto the board of trustees. Am I allowed to make that joke? Yes. I'm still in? Good. But I do want to bring us back to the question of impact. That is DePauw's secret ingredient. That's the spark behind the slogans. We can claim uncommon success because of the impact. We can claim to generate leaders the world needs because of the impact DePauw dares you to make, prepares you to make, from the day you set up residence in Greencastle to the moment you walk across this stage to the many days beyond. Congratulations, graduates. From here, with love, pursue truth and make an impact. It's your time.
Thank you so much, John. Love, truth, impact. What powerful words to carry us forward. I now call upon Kathy Patterson-Freybeck, the chair of the university's Board of Trustees. Ms. Freybeck, these persons were recommended by the faculty as having met the conditions for their degrees from DePauw. I therefore ask you, as a member of the Board of Trustees, to publicly acknowledge them as graduates of the class of 2022.
President White, upon the recommendation of the faculty, the Board of Trustees of DePauw University, by its unanimous vote, has authorized recognition of these 2022 degree recipients, including the honorary doctorates, Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Musical Arts, Bachelor of Music Education, and Bachelor of Arts.
I now call upon Dr. Burke to present the candidates for honorary degrees.
President White, may I present Elgin L. Baker, Jr. for the degree of Doctor of Science.
Elgin L. Baker, while you were a student at DePauw, you demonstrated through your actions and achievements that you were headed for an illustrious career. You were a Rector Scholar, Rector Scholars wave, graduated with honors and the highest distinction in psychology and with the highest distinction in French. And you were welcomed into numerous honor societies, including Phi Beta Kappa Initiates Wave, that recognized your scholarship and leadership. After you earned a doctoral degree in clinical psychology at the University of Tennessee, you continued to be recognized by a large number of associations for meritorious contributions to the practice of psychoanalysis and clinical hypnosis, as well as teaching. It is our honor and our pleasure to add to that long list of honors today. Indeed, just as you demonstrated your leadership as a student in DePauw in the late 1960s and the early 1970s, you have become a leader in the field of psychology as the co-founder and president of Meridian Psychological Associates. You are also sharing your expertise with the next generation of psychologists by teaching in the Department of Psychiatry at Indiana University School of Medicine and the Department of Psychology at the University of Indianapolis, and by publishing numerous articles. And you are sharing your time with your alma mater by serving as a member of the Board of Visitors. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, the Board of Trustees of DePauw University, they have authorized me to confer upon you, Elgin L. Baker, Jr., the honorary degree of Doctor of Science. As a symbol thereof, you are granted this citation bearing the Great Seal of the corporation and the signatures of proper officials. Congratulations, Dr. Baker.
Thank you so much, Dr. White. When I first learned that the university planned to present this degree to me, I was incredibly surprised, deeply honored, and really very touched. When I wrote back to the president to say that I accept the award, I remember writing that I felt a bit like a guy whose parents had just said that they were proud of him. And of course, this morning, we are surrounded by hundreds of parents who are proud of all of you, proud of your accomplishments, and proud of your potential. I've gotten to know many of you over the past 4 years, and I am delighted to be an honorary member of the class of 2022. It is especially pleasing to me to share this day with my great niece Kirsten, who is graduating, and of whom I am very, very proud. It's moving to look out at you and to imagine all the wonderful things that you will accomplish over the next years. I want to thank my family for being here today. Your love and support have meant everything to me, and your unfailing belief in me has been an inspiration. And I want to thank my fraternity brothers who have come, guys who I met more than 50 years ago here on campus, who have been among my dearest friends and who have enriched my life in more ways than I could possibly articulate this morning. Today, you will hear many words of advice and congratulations, and I would like to share just one thought. In the time that you have been here, DePauw has given you many gifts, but chief among them, I believe, are the relationships that you have formed, and which in turn have helped to form you in meaningful ways. As you prepare to leave the university, I encourage you to hold on to those relationships, to nurture them, to keep them close to your heart. In a world too often plagued by alienation, divisiveness, and loneliness, they will be a sustaining buffer and an enduring source of support and encouragement. Again, I want to express my deepest appreciation to the university, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty for this extraordinary honor. I will cherish it always. Thank you.
President White, may I present William F. Carroll, Jr. for the degree of Doctor of Science.
William F. Carroll, Jr., your long career as a businessman in the chemical and plastics industry, your leadership in professional organizations, your dedication to teaching and counseling young people about their careers, and your prolific publication of articles on topics ranging from polymers to popular music demonstrate for our graduates today the extraordinary reach and application of a DePauw liberal arts and sciences education. Because of your expertise and your interests, you have had influence on numerous organizations, including DePauw Science Advisory Board, state-level councils in California, Florida, and Oregon, 2 global industry associations, and 2 United Nations programs aimed at improving the environment. Your contributions have been recognized with numerous awards, culminating with your election in 2018 as a fellow to the American Chemical Society. It is our pleasure to add to that list today. Upon recommendation of the faculty, the Board of Trustees of DePauw University, they have authorized me to confer upon you, William F. Carroll, Jr., the honorary degree of Doctor of Science. As a symbol thereof, you are granted this citation bearing the Great Seal of the corporation and the signatures of the proper officials. Congratulations, Dr. Carroll.
President White, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, students, families, and friends. Regardless of anything else at least for the 3 of us, we're here to honor you, the class of 2022, the latest beneficiaries of a DePauw liberal arts education. I offer my personal congratulations to each of you, along with my best wishes. Nearly 50 years ago, in this same place, I graduated with a triple major in chemistry, physics, and fun. I had a 4-point in that last major, and needless to say, not in the other 2. In the same vein, when I was 20, I doubt I realized the importance or took full advantage of that DePauw liberal arts education. Of course I looked for the easiest philosophy and religion course. But over time, as a scientist, I've learned the non-science parts of that curriculum, the history, the language, the literature, yes, the philosophy, and all the other things help put science in the context of human life. At the age of 70, I now know what a gift that style of education is. So today I'd like to leave you with just one thought I hope you'll find useful. I'd love to claim it as an original idea, but after tens of thousands of years of human history, I'm not sure there are many original ideas left anymore. So full disclosure, I lifted this from somewhere. Maybe it doesn't count as plagiarism if you forgot where you stole it. In any event, the thought is this. What you learned at DePauw is not what's important. What's important is you learned how to teach yourself the next thing you need to know. Your education makes the inside of your head an interesting place to be for the next 70 years. I wish you success, happiness, and fulfillment for those 70 years. Congratulations once more. You make us proud.
President White, may I present Kelsey Kaufman for the degree of Doctor of Public Service.
Kelsey Kaufman, having witnessed prison conditions when, as a young woman, you worked for a year as a correctional officer, you have selflessly dedicated your life to bettering the lives of incarcerated people, seeking to educate them, protect them from abuses, enact laws to improve their lives, record their history, and during the COVID-19 pandemic, ensure that those who died in prison would not be forgotten. Additionally, through your efforts, most local governments in Indiana redistricted in the past decade, ensuring fairer representation in their legislative bodies. You have also enriched children's lives thanks to the summer program you founded and administered for 17 years. And DePauw students learned the power of advocacy by participation in your environmental policy project through which you worked to pass bills in the Indiana General Assembly. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, the Board of Trustees of DePauw University have authorized me to confer upon you, Kelsey Kaufman, the honorary degree of Doctor of Public Service. A symbol thereof, you are granted this citation bearing the Great Seal of the corporation and the signatures of proper officials. Congratulations.
Thank you, President White, faculty, staff, students, trustees, and guests. The United States has only 5% of the world's population, yet it holds 25% of all people in prison today, and an astonishing 1/3 of all women who are in prison. This is madness in every way, not least for the extraordinary talent that it wastes. I know this personally, as do some of you. For 5 years, I had the joy of directing the college program at the Indiana Women's Prison. They were the happiest years of my life. My students at the prison were extraordinary. One of them, Anissa, came to prison as a grandmother, not knowing how to read or write. While there, she became a master dog trainer, earned her GED, and started her associate's degree. Now on the outside, she's completing college. She read her very first book ever in my class. What a thrill. Another student, Anastasia, earned her college degree at the prison, then went to grad school. Her research has upended historical accounts, not just of women's prisons, but also of gynecology in the 19th century. Her groundbreaking work has been celebrated by historians and won an award for the best independent scholar in the nation while in prison. Over the past 4 years, 2 of my students, Christina Kovacs and Christina Byers, have led a remarkable coalition of formerly incarcerated women seeking legislative reform of inhumane prison policies in Indiana. Just 2 months ago, their testimony at the Indiana State House led legislators to unanimously ban shackling pregnant moms, especially during delivery. It's shocking that such a dehumanizing and dangerous practice was ever tolerated, much less in the 21st century. Imagine that, chaining a woman to a hospital bed while she's delivering her baby. I'm happy that Christina Byers is here today. She's over there on the 3rd row. Christina, will you stand just for a second? Christina, thank you, and to all of your sisters in this effort for making Indiana a better place. For the past decade, DePauw has played a key role in educational programs at the women's prison. Many faculty and staff have been involved, especially Martha Rainbow, Professor Emerita of English, who led and greatly improved the program after I left. Dozens of DePauw students and alumni have had the joy and privilege of teaching and tutoring at the prison, including Kara Roach, Sasha Texter, and Kanya Hu of the class of 22. Many more of you would have had the opportunity had the pandemic not intervened. One of the highlights of President White's splendid inauguration last fall was Chloe Johnson singing "To Dream the Impossible Dream." The song is from Man of La Mancha, a play within a play performed by prisoners. It celebrates the nobility of a madman, a simpleton, and a self-described whore. Their simple virtues and heroic strivings are set in contrast to the hypocrisy, vanity, and cruelty of those with social, economic, religious, and political power. Members of the class of 22, as you go out into the world to pursue your quite possible dreams of becoming doctors, lawyers, professors, civic and corporate leaders, of having an impact in the world, I hope you remember the outcast, the less well-educated, and those who are in prison, and do everything you can to help them achieve what too often are impossible dreams. To faculty, administrators, and trustees, I hope you will continue and expand DePauw's involvement in prison higher education. Doing so will greatly enrich the life and intellectual vibrancy of the university, for incarcerated and free students alike, and for every other member of the DePauw community who's involved. Thank you very much.
We will now begin the awarding of bachelor degrees. I call upon Kay Hoke, Interim Dean of the School of Music, to come forth.
Will the candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Musical Arts, and Bachelor of Music Education please stand? President White, I present to you the 2022 candidates for the degrees Bachelor of Music, Bachelor of Musical Arts, and Bachelor of Music Education. For the Bachelor of Music, Lauren Emily Alexander, magna cum laude. For the Bachelor of Music, Abigail Kathleen Brodnick, summa cum laude. For the Bachelor of Music, Justin Carter Brown, magna cum laude. For the Bachelor of Music, Benjamin Joseph Collins. For the Bachelor of Music, Elena R. Collins, summa cum laude. For the Bachelor of Music, Catherine Ann Dobbs, summa cum laude. For the Bachelor of Music, Chloe Kalia Kira Johnson. For the Bachelor of Music, Kelsey Ann Moyson, magna cum laude. For the Bachelor of Music, Connor Douglas Nickerson. For the Bachelor of Music, Kalia Akadia Plett, magna cum laude. For the Bachelor of Music, Xingyi Wang. For the Bachelor of Musical Arts, Thomas Roger Kurt, magna cum laude. For the Bachelor of Musical Arts, Io Wicalia Hernandez Rivera. For the Bachelor of Musical Arts, Jason Bruce Jones. For the Bachelor of Musical Arts, Gabriel Ortiz. For the Bachelor of Musical Arts, Matthew Houston Starkle. For the Bachelor of Musical Arts, Caleb Michael Wiggins. For the Bachelor of Music Education, Mallory Marie Bowman, magna cum laude. For the Bachelor of Music Education, Haley Michelle Chubb, magna cum laude. For the Bachelor of Music Education in Absentia, Keegan Conley Lammers, magna cum laude. And for the Bachelor of Music Education, Bryce Rowell Taylor.
Will the 2022 candidates for Bachelor of Arts degrees now please stand? President White, it is with pleasure that I present to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. Will the first row of Bachelor of Arts candidates please remain standing? All others may be seated. Christina Anastasia Borantis, summa cum laude. James William Randolph Foxworthy, posthumously. 2 members of the James Foxworthy family will accept his diploma. Rhiannon Amber Marie DeMolin. Syed Hamza Adnan, cum laude. Edgar Kwame Afiawo, cum laude. Hamail Afzal Sr., magna cum laude. Michael Alexander Aiken, cum laude. Cole Allen Alberson. Laura Giselle Alejandre. Michal Ali, cum laude. Lanea Marie Allen. Masakatsu Amano, cum laude, in absentia. Patrick Julio Amaro Rivera, cum laude. Utoyi Anaclet. Elizabeth Louise Noyes Anderson. William Chase Andries, in absentia. Brian Marcus Antoine. Andrea Armas. Henry George Arslanian. Sophia Pauline Atkinson, cum laude. Isidro Avila, Jr. Urham Bayar Basambazar, in absentia. Tahar Baber, summa cum laude. Helen Jeffrey Bachler. Christopher John Bailey, cum laude. Emily Elizabeth Balding, summa cum laude. Sarah Louise Ballard, summa cum laude. Noran Ulea Bamatroff, cum laude. Evan Heath Barnes. Abel Nair Bates, cum laude. Eric David Bauer. Isabel Kathleen Begg, cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Bell, cum laude. Kimberly Bayo Rosas. William Behrens. Joanna Marie Berry, magna cum laude. Callaway W. Bird, cum laude. Sarah Nicole Bird, cum laude. Robin Raj Bista, cum laude. Alexandra Whitney Black. Jordan Danielle Blakey, summa cum laude. Audrey Jane Boise, cum laude. Carla Michelle Bonilla Herrera. Charlotte Ann Borland, summa cum laude. Alex James Bowling. Zachary Tyler Bowman, summa cum laude. Christian Bradford. Mahogany Marley Brim, magna cum laude. Justin Edward Brenniger. David Dimitar Brooks, summa cum laude. Macy Elizabeth Brown, cum laude. Ian Seth Brundage. Gordian Karsten Bruns, summa cum laude. John Falvey Brush, magna cum laude. Keaton Maxwell Bubala. Hannah Noel Buchanan, summa cum laude. Holly Marie Buchanan, summa cum laude. Olivia Jordan Buress in absentia. Justin Alexander Bustamante, cum laude. Andrew Gregory Button, cum laude. Maya Thompson Cadwell, magna cum laude. Kyle Michael Callahan, summa cum laude. Nicholas C. Canavan. Aaron Jacob Candiano, cum laude. Zoe Regina Capel, magna cum laude. Michael Quinn Cashin. Autumn Grace Cavender, cum laude. Nicholas Alexander Chambers, cum laude. Tyson Lamar Chambers. Daniela Chaparro, summa cum laude. Jiamu Chen, in absentia. Michael Zine Chen, summa cum laude. Riang Chen, summa cum laude. Yiming Chen. Ziyi Chen, cum laude. Zong Jin Chen, summa cum laude. Anna Lawton Keeney, magna cum laude. Kuziva Kwashe Chinyanya, summa cum laude. John Alexander Christie. Jiayu Chua. Catherine Jane Clark. Philip Michael Collingwood. Rachel Ann Conyer, in absentia, magna cum laude. Abigail Olivia Cook, cum laude. Joshua Edward Coons. Matthew Joseph Cornejo, cum laude. Kate Helen Calger, summa cum laude. John Tucker Crane. Callie Joy Kramer, summa cum laude. Evans Javon Cribbs. Jalen Terrell Crittenden. Joseph Patrick Crossan. John S. Chahill, summa cum laude. Sarah Eloise Dabish. Wei Dai, magna cum laude. Madeline Ray Diacentis, cum laude. Soleil Rain Decker Morley, cum laude. Cyan Isaiah Defoe. Rachel Renee Deshone, magna cum laude. Lydia Noel Dressauer, cum laude. Alicia Catherine Detterman, summa cum laude. Peyton Alexander Dewalshi, magna cum laude. Alyssa Brittany Dirks. Madeline May Dixon. Chum Ein Do. Jordan Allen Dolph. Jie E. Dong, cum laude, in absentia. Abigail Grace Downs, magna cum laude. Rose Magdalene Downs, magna cum laude. Tyler Allen Drake. Madeline Cynthia Draper. Caitlin Diane Dumontel. Jackson Danielle Dunn. LeGuen Tha Zhuang. Allison Caroline Duranzo. Samantha Faye Eastridge, cum laude. Alexa Noel Ellis. Jeremiah Jeffrey Engel. Batmuk Baji Inchbold. Chase Elise Epp, magna cum laude. Gretchen Ann Etling, cum laude. Seth Q. Fagan, summa cum laude. William Chambers Fay. Sophia Schubert Featherstone, summa cum laude. Michelle Figueroa. Grace Elizabeth Philbrin, cum laude. Brennan Paul Fitzgerald. Morgan Ray Flecky, magna cum laude. Alyssa May Fleury, summa cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Fosher, cum laude. Allison Elizabeth Fox. Sydney Rebecca Fox, cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Franciosi. Erin Amanda Frederick, summa cum laude. Luis Warren Gallup, cum laude. Catherine Elizabeth Geary. Clay Daniel Jeetle. John Conley Gilliam. Sarah Catherine Goff, cum laude. Abigail Rose Gost. Jackson Montgomery Grable. Robert Wilson Graves, cum laude. Lindsay McKay Grew, cum laude. Samuel Putnam Grease. John Martin Gruchez. Charles Nelson Gruner. Liam Fenton Guinea. Tina Gua, cum laude. Thomas C. Hackley. Joshua Charles Hagan. Rana Muhammad Hamza, magna cum laude. Yuki Harata, in absentia. Logan Miniar Harmon. Wyatt Christopher Harris, cum laude. Allison Bowles Harvey, cum laude. Haley Catherine Haskins, summa cum laude. Matthew Gorman Hatch, cum laude. James Joseph Havria III. Catherine Mueller Hennessy, summa cum laude. Cameron Page Henry, cum laude. Sarah Camille Herman. Casey Amanda Hermit. Maria Helen Hewitt. Lauren Camille Hickey, cum laude. Alexander James Haled, cum laude. Taylor Nicole Hobbs, cum laude. Sydney Ray Hornberger, summa cum Sovan Kanya Hu, cum laude. Emily Ann Howard, magna cum laude. Wei Qing Hu, magna cum laude. Claire Rainiel Hubner, cum laude. Tyler Allen Hufford, cum laude. Amreha Masuma Huck. Natalie Joy Husby. Dylan Jacob Hyatt. In absentia. Apparently. Matthew Michael Hilton. Akane Inoue. Carson Lynn Janes, cum laude. Colleen Crawford Janes. Robert Cole Jenkins. Olivia Ann Jennings. Wyatt Allen Jester. Crystal Tong Jin, summa cum laude. Samuel Diavion Johnson, cum laude. Mac L. Jones, cum laude. Noah Scott Jones. Brandon Michael Jordan. Juliana Rosa Juarez. Emily Grace Kaiser. Daniel Thomas Karbowski. Sajda Kamacharya. Marisol Isabel Cecilia Carmel, cum laude. Catherine Jean Kempf. Emma Grace Kennedy, summa cum laude. Yusuf Nasir Khan, magna cum laude. Yeah, apologies. Rachel Denise Kent. Katarina Nicole Kilgore. Jillian Park Kim, cum laude. Grace Victoria Kinsey, summa cum laude. Alyssa Renee Koch, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Agnes Coldy, cum laude. John Charles Kravalek. Robert Dorsey Kraus. Ethan Chandler Croney, cum laude. Mana Kunimatsu, cum laude. Jacob Michael Labus, summa cum laude. Michael Train Lackey. Lauren Taylor Lamore, summa cum laude. Gavin Omar Lancaster. Grace Marion Lang, summa cum laude. Hannah Elizabeth Lathrop, summa cum laude. Patrick Michael Lawton, Jr. Ain Vuong Quang Le, cum laude. In absentia. Catherine Olivia Lenger, cum laude. Dongbi Lee, summa cum laude. Lauren Marie Lillis, cum laude. Jacob Paul Lamuro. In absentia. Mark Henry Locke. Mark Anthony Lopez, summa cum laude. Xuan Lo. William Patrick Louisel. Alyssa Marie Luarda, cum laude. William Lenars Lucas. Matthew Larry Lewing, cum laude. Whitaker Matthew Lyons, cum laude. Boyan Ma. Yuka Ma'enaka, magna cum laude. Riley Kathleen Magoon, summa cum laude. Miles Benjamin Main, cum laude. Joshua Wilson Major, summa cum laude. Alexis Joe Manor. Yuji Mao, cum laude. Erica Clarice Marchant, summa cum laude. Eleanor S. Margulis, cum laude. Taylor Joanne Marquez. Mahala Jordan Martin. Brian Duffy May. Jaden Ashley McAllister, magna cum laude. Jacob George McCloskey. Marcia M. McCrae. Excuse me, Marche M. McCrae. Marche A. M. McCrae. Marche A. McCrae. I am a lifelong learner, always learning from my students. Sorry and thank you. D'Angelo Deshawn McDade, magna cum laude. Autumn Nicole McDaniel, summa cum laude. Mason Vincent Meadows. Jade Marie Mejia Wick, cum laude. Cesar Mendoza, summa cum laude. Benjamin Copeland Menet, cum laude. Kirsten Michaela Merritt. Sophie Cole Metzger, cum laude. Wyatt A. Metzger, cum laude. Natalie Denise Michaels, summa cum laude. Christina Mihailova. Grace Ann Miles, magna cum laude. Christopher John Miliotis. Isabel Eden Miller, cum laude. Brenna Alish Milligan, summa cum laude. Addison Grace Minor. Cooper George Mixon, cum laude. Brittany Christine Molinar. Campbell Lomber Montgomery, cum laude. Abigail Noel Morris, magna cum laude. Abigail Elizabeth Morrison. Sophia Ann Mosley. Masayuki Moon Nagai, summa cum laude. Kumiko Nakajima, summa cum laude. Nanga Erud, cum laude. Olivia Josephine Neal. Nicholas David Nelson. Dayan Mao Nujun. Victoria Nguyen. Nathan E. Nile. Eva Elise Nicholson, cum laude. Alvin Mark Nieves. Jenny M. Knoll, cum laude. Jacob Matus Noack. Grace Catherine Nunnally. Michael David Okasek. Mara Faith O'Hara. Jack Duan Gij Olmsted, cum laude. Yasaki Ono. Davis Patrick Euler. Derek Uguchukwu Ozobu. Daniel Thomas Paris. Lindsay Jane Parks. Erin Elizabeth Pash, cum laude. Justin Connor Pele, cum laude. Adrian Marie Pemberton. Evan Nicholas Perez, magna cum laude. Kei Nguyen Nok Pham. Jane Honor Pickus. Miriam Yoke Ebed Pina Pacheco. Emma F. Pizana. Colette Lee Palazones, magna cum laude. Nikita A. Polikov. In absentia. Anthony R. Ponzi. Joshua William Poole. Liam Patrick Pooler, in absentia. Paige Taylor Price, summa cum laude. Jenna Gabrielle Purica, cum laude. Tina Chinju. Ohenaba Ekia Ajemain Kwarshi. Ohenaba Ekia. Ekia. Equia. Ekuya.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Holly Jane Quinn. Sarah A. Rahimi. Trinity Ann Raridan, summa cum laude. Megan Eloise Raleigh, cum laude. Prisha Ranjan. Nika Rebeck, summa cum laude. Diamond Michelle Rebeiro. Say it again. Diamond Michelle Lee Ribeiro. Ali Anish Raymond, cum laude. Kelly Aaron Rice. Cara Francis Roche. Nayeli Rodriguez, summa cum laude. Catherine Jane Rail. Rachel Catherine Roscoe, magna cum laude. Natalia R. Ruda Marshall. Molly Ann Ruggles, summa cum laude. Luke Ruiz Funes, in absentia. Joseph Michael Runnels. Brenton Jack Ryan. Ryan David Ryba. Abdullah Salau, summa cum laude. Anna Paula Salcedo. Paige Summer Sanfilippo, summa cum laude. Messiah Sasaki, summa cum laude. Catherine Lillian Saunders. Tessa Claire Scalzo, summa cum laude. William Michael Schmidt. John Gerard Shepferman. Tara A. Schwartz, cum laude. Haley Elizabeth Schwipps. Deja Monique Scott. Ivy Rose Sedum, cum laude. Samuel Joseph Sedgwick, cum laude. Ethan Corey Sellers. Maya Elizabeth Shannon. Sarah Suzanne Shepard. Jada Chavone Shavers, magna cum laude. Flynn Previn Sheehan. Sage Hullan Sherfick, cum laude. Carolyn Wilson Shields. Jacob William Sipes, cum laude. Peter Stanley Scaluba, cum laude. Christian Thomas Smith, cum laude. Grace Ann Smith, magna cum laude. Leah Guild Smith, summa cum laude. Bradley Jones Snipe. Isaiah Jarshwan Spears. Marie Elizabeth Spellman, magna cum laude. Alexander John Eugene Spencer, summa cum laude. Delaney May Spencer, cum laude. Kelby L. Stallings, summa cum laude. Catherine Barnett Stanley, summa cum laude. Monica and Angela Stefaniak, cum laude. Shelby Maureen Stevens. Olivia Shea Stores, summa cum laude. Brayton Connor Strohmeyer, cum laude. Nina Katarina Stular, summa cum laude. Roma Shayanti Suku. Will Gregory Sultan. Maeve Tully Somerville. Boyang Sun in absentia. Catherine Mary Swenson, summa cum laude. Elizabeth Ann Swift, summa cum laude. Kien Le Ta in absentia, summa cum laude. Taiga Tamura, cum laude. Yangji Han. Alexandra Erica Taxter, summa cum laude. Grant Alexander Scott Tyson, summa cum laude. Jael Alexandria Thomas, magna cum laude. Kayla Imani Thompson, cum laude. Kaisung LaShawn Damar Tisdale. Ella Ray Tobias, magna cum laude. Grace Ann Todd, cum laude. Daniel Sampson Toll. Luna Lane Tomlin. Julia Hayward Travis. Anthony Lamar Treadaway, cum laude. Elena Renee Trier, cum laude. Clayton Matthew Troyer, cum laude. Toria Marie Tucker, summa cum laude. Montushig Tulga. Evan Joseph Euland. Ryan Christopher Valentine. Grace Lenore Vanderburg. Christian Brandon Vasquez. Emma Joanne von Weerder. Abigail Joy Walker, summa cum laude. Andrew Jacob Walther. Alex Walton. Samantha Joe Waples, magna cum laude. Robert Bellinati Watson. Owen Garrison Wan. William Townsend Webster. Yu-Hu Wei, cum laude. Edward John White IV. Meredith Kathleen White. Nathan Daniel Wilhelm. Daniel Edward Wilkinson, cum laude. Allison Grace Williams, summa cum laude, in absentia. Zane Williams. Aaron Kent Wills. Raina Lynn Wilson. Kaylee Rose Winter, magna cum laude. Nicholas Anthony Whistle. Amber Jade Wolf, magna cum laude, in absentia. Jack Hagan Wright. Shu-Chi Yang. Jai-Ming Yi. In absentia. Angelica Yegazarian, magna cum laude. Sally Jahan Yin, summa cum laude. Ian Joseph Yorn. Joseph S. Zanka. Vinny Lingying Jia. Hiyu Zhang, summa cum laude, in absentia. Taylor Allen Zinser. Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, one and all. These persons, having been awarded degrees from this university, now join the ranks of her esteemed and honored alumni. Therefore, as chair of the Board of Trustees, I hereby authorize the president of the DePauw University Alumni Association, Joseph H. Ross, to welcome these graduates to the roles of DePauw University alumni. Joe?
To the DePauw class of 2022, congratulations on your success in graduating from our fine institution. To the DePauw parents, families, friends, faculty, administration, Board of Trustees, and President Dr. Lori White, thank you for helping them get to this day, even though an international pandemic existed during their time at DePauw. As a representative of the DePauw University Alumni Association, I'd like to welcome the class of 2022 to this association. We are a group of 30,000 living alumni who can be called on to help with your future endeavors, whatever they may be. This is a diverse group of more than capable individuals. You are now a part of them, and they are a part of you. Use your fellow members of this association to help with a new business, start a new social project, or more simply, get help in a new town or watch the Monon Bell game in that new town. Your fellow alumni are there to help you and support you. DePauw's mission statement is that DePauw develops the leaders the world needs through an uncommon commitment to liberal arts. I'm excited for all of you as you go on your next path, and I believe we have a gathering of future leaders. Whatever leadership position or avenue you choose, I am hoping you remember this institution where you develop lifelong friends, laughed, cried, matured, and grew your critical thinking skills. As president of the Alumni Association, I hope that your experience at DePauw was one that drives you to give back to DePauw. We want your help, and I believe you will have fun doing so. Assisting with admissions with your neighbors and friends at home, assisting with internships and jobs for your classmates still at DePauw, developing a DePauw network in the place you live next, are all areas we welcome your participation. And certainly DePauw is happy to be part of your financial gifting. That philanthropy helps future Tigers make this experience affordable for all. I hope to see all of you at reunion weekends well into the future. You have spent 4 years in Greencastle, Indiana, and most will move to another part of the world. Let me say that DePauw will always be home for you,
and you will always be welcome back. Congratulations again to the DePauw class of 2022. Well done, and go Tigers.
Without quality faculty, no university could perform its work. Today, we recognize 3 members of the faculty who have provided the university uncompromised effort in regard to the classroom experience, but are retiring at the close of the current academic year, and 1 faculty member who retired in 2020 and is here to be recognized today. I would now like to recognize these faculty members and ask them to stand when I call their names. Maria V. Luque, 1991 through 2022, Professor Emerita of Hispanic Studies. Pamela M. Propson, 1988 through 2022, Professor Emerita of Psychology and Neuroscience. Stephen R. Tim, 1990 through 2022, Professor Emeritus of Communication and Theater. And retiring in 2020, Douglas Harms, 1998 through 2020, Professor Emeritus of Computer Science. We would also like to celebrate today 2 faculty members who will be retiring at the end of this calendar year on December 31st, 2022, and they will be granted the following titles at that time. They are Rick E. Provine, 2000 to 2022, Dean of Libraries Emeritus with rank of Professor Emeritus, and Daniel E. Shannon, 1990 through 2022, Professor Emeritus of Philosophy. Please join me in a round of applause for all these dedicated professionals who have provided our students such excellent educations. Thank you very much.
Now, as has been executed by the DePauw presidents who have held this office since early in the 20th century, I will now read to you the charge to the graduating class. Would the members of the class of 2022 please stand? In advancing you to your degrees, you have been admitted to the company of graduates of DePauw University, and you have been made members of the larger company of university graduates elsewhere. You have entered into a community entrusted with a noble inheritance. You have earned these honors. You are the heirs of the past. Individuals of rich mind have labored, and you have entered into their labors. Prophets and sages, scholars and scientists, poets and public servants have wrought with patience, and the abundant fruit of their toil is yours. It is yours to use, to increase, and to bequeath to your successors. In the name of those who have gone before you and of those who will follow you, the university charges you to be strong, to acquit yourselves with integrity, and to be loyal to your highest ideals. Whatever so things are true, whatever so things are just, whatever so things are pure, whatever so things are lovely, whatever so things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Now, graduates, turn to your family members and friends, and on the count of 3, please shout thank you for all so many have poured into you so that you would be standing here today as a graduate of DePauw University. 1, 2, 3.
Receive this blessing. Now go in the confidence that you do not have it all figured out. But go unafraid, for you know the joys of discovery. Go knowing you will make mistakes and you will get hurt. Yet go in faith, trusting there are mistakes worth making and hurts that warrant the risk. Go in the certainty that there's no way you can do this thing alone. And go in gratitude that you don't have to. So go with the sense of purpose, understanding you cannot stay. And go in peace, knowing it was good you were here. Amen.
To old DePauw we toast today and raise our voices high. We'll honor thee and loyal be and praise thee to the sky. Let every son and daughter stand united e'er for thee, and hail, O gold, throughout the land. Here's to you, O DePauw.
Would everyone please be seated? That concludes our program for today. If you would remain seated while we recess first the stage, and then the students, and then the faculty, we're going to process out to Stewart Plaza, and you can meet up with your loved one then after we've recessed out. Thank you very much.
All right, graduates, I forgot something really important, which is now you can move your tassels to the other side. Yay! Now you are officially graduated. Woo!